Hey guys, Water, I'm here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can better your aim in Modern Warfare and in Warzone as well. I'm going to be showing you all the settings and as well as the class setup that I use and basically how I practice my aim to get those high kill games. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to be covering is my settings. Now, for all the keyboard and mouse players, we're going to go over that first. Here is my keyboard and mouse settings right here. I'm just going to show you guys the mouse settings because everything else is default. But yeah, these are the mouse settings, the mouse sensitivity and the ADS mouse sensitivity. I have it on Legacy. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it right there. And so just go ahead, pause the video, and either screenshot it for later or just do it right now. But yeah, so let's get on to controller. Now onto controller. This is my controller settings right here. So for button layout preset, we have tactical. Then for the stick layout preset, we have default. And then obviously vertical look we have disabled. The dead zone is 0.05, which you're going to get that really quick response. And then for the horizontal stick sensitivity, we're going to go with 15, as well as for the vertical stick sensitivity, we are also going to do 15. Now for the ADS sensitivity multiplier, it's going to be the same as the high zoom and as well as the low zoom. It's going to be 0.65. And the aim response curve type is going to be linear, and the controller vibration is going to be turned off. Now, I'm going to show you guys the audio and graphics settings and as well as the general settings. But yeah, so here we have, for the audio mix, we have boost high, and then I have the music turned off, mostly because it just throws me off half the time. But we also have master volume set to 100, as well as dialogue volume and effects volume. Juggernaut music is enabled. The last time I played with the Juggernaut was in the last video. Like I said, I don't really like the Juggernaut too much, but at that point I forgot to switch out my score streak, so I kind of just had it, and I just called it in. And for the hit marker sound effects, we have the standard Modern Warfare hit marker sound effects, and for here, this is basically it. Voice chat, war tracks, all that stuff. And if you guys are playing on console, you can skip this part. It doesn't matter. But these are my graphics settings right here, which is going to be, and I do have a RTX 2070. I almost said GTX for some reason. But the refresh rate is 75, locked in at 75, which I tend to do pretty good on 75, I'm not going to lie. But for the render resolution, we're going to go with 1920 by 1080. Then after that, we're going to do the aspect ratio, which is automatic. And then sync every frame, disabled. And I'm just going to scroll this down a little bit. I'm just going to let you guys slowly look at all the settings right here. And this is basically what I play with. Mostly everything's on max, as you can see, on the highest settings possible. And yeah, so, and that is it. I also have motion blur disabled, mostly because it just throws you off by like a lot. And then for the film grain, we obviously have 0, and then dynamic resolution that is disabled, and that is obviously basic. Then here we have obviously controller or keyboard and mouse. It depends on what you're playing on. Then for the field of view, I usually go from 120 to 115. I just like switch it up every here and there, and that's basically it. And then for the brightness, we have 50, which is the standard. What's it called? The standard setting, I believe. So then for the horizontal heads-up display, we have 100, and then for the vertical heads-up display, we also have 100. And yeah, these are basically just my other settings here that I have. I do have the mini map on square. Kind of slurring my words for some reason. I'm thinking about changing this. I'm just not 100% sure yet. But yeah. So basically that is everything here is disabled, well, except for 2. But yeah, that is basically all my settings. And yeah, so let's get on to with the game setup. Now you're gonna want to go to custom games, and I'm gonna show you guys how I set up the game, and Always choose Shoot House, because I always find that the best map to practice on. And I choose the mode that I choose is free-for-all and game rules. I'm going to show you guys that right now. This is the only part that you'll actually have to change, and the time limit is unlimited, and the score limit is 1,000. Sometimes I put this on 10 seconds and 15 seconds. It really doesn't matter, but for right now, I'm going to put it on 10 seconds. And then after that, you're basically just kind of done. And then you go to bot setup. Set up as many bots as you want and put them on recruit, and that's basically it. So I highly recommend practice with the gun you're going to be using in the next game, which therefore I'm probably going to be using the MP5. And the MP5, this is my setup here. I do have another blueprint, but I just like using the standard gun instead. But for the MP5, we got for the stock, we have the F-Tac collapsible. For the perk, we have sleight of hand. For the rear grip, we have stippled grip tape. For the ammunition, we have 10mm auto 30 round mags, and underbarrel we have Merc foregrip. And that is basically it. And then for the shotgun, I have the model 680. And for the attachments, we're going to go with the choke as the muzzle, the XRK 18.0 Liberator for the barrel, the TAC laser for the stock, no stock, and for the perk, sleight of hand. And that is basically it. And those are my perks. And I carry a C4 as well as a flash grenade. But instead of the flash grenade, we're going to actually change that to stim. But yeah, that is basically it. So that is my class setup, my settings, and how I set the game up. But yeah, that is basically how you can improve your aim. Just keep doing that. Obviously, don't call in the nuke when you get it. Just practice a little more with your aim, and you'll be okay. And yeah, that is basically my tip to get high kill games. So make sure to copy all of my controller settings onto yours, or mouse settings onto yours. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.